When you initially hear the phrase protect endangered species, you might automatically think about the Save the Turtle movement, in which they replaced the plastic straws and their corresponding lids with the sippy cup lids. Or you may even think about the environmental extremists that don't have much theory to back up their arguments. Hence, you might feel slight annoyance towards this topic instead of concern. But today, I'm here to tell you why it really is important for us to put the biodiversity of our planet first, and what it means for our ecosystem and additionally our economy. So first off, I'm going to be talking about my experience with this subject. I am currently an undergraduate student at Purdue University in the Department of Biological Sciences, and through my coursework I have gained a lot of experience with ecological interactions and basically how they influence each other and ourselves. In an article published by Wiley Online Library in 2001, it was stated that due to the complex interactions between species and food webs, the extinction of one species could lead to the cascade of further extinctions and hence cause dramatic changes in species composition and ecosystem processes. In other words, when the life of one species is threatened, the safety of all other species is in question. Additionally, I have also studied the relationships of these organisms and how they influence the economics and biodiversity. Biodiversity is intertwined with so many other aspects of our life, and you might not even consider that. So it's very important, and we can conclude that for society to prosper, it is important for us to protect these endangered species. Next, I'm going to be going on to the issues if we don't solve our quickly declining biodiversity. The rapid decrease in biodiversity is having negative effects on our agriculture and our economy. In an article published by Cell Press in 2021, it was stated that targets for the reduction of food insecurity have been disappointing. In fact, almost 690 million people that went hungry around the world in 2019. Severe food insecurity rose 70% from 2015 to 2019, and the COVID-19 pandemic exacerbated that. And basically what this means is that we already had these declining food sources and economic inhibitions from this decrease in biodiversity, and it was only made worse when we hit the pandemic. And this just shows the economic decrease by this biodiversity. Additionally, there are other things that decrease our biodiversity, and this is things like our invasive species, and they create competition between our native species, and this leads to a decrease of biodiversity. In an article published by Society for Conservation Biology in 2003, it was stated that the abundance of invasive species is causing billions of dollars of losses each year. This is very bad because we're not able to rake in as much money from our agriculture as we usually are, and so that is causing these economic deficiencies. Next, I'm going to be talking about the solution to this. So, there are many collective actions that we can do to save the biodiversity of our planet. Such things are creating spatial awareness for buildings and businesses so they stop destroying habitats, or even enforcing more harshly the laws that we already have in place, and then furthermore creating new laws. So there are some conservation policies that have already went into effect, and these are things such as the Millennium Ecosystem Assessment and the Conservation Act of 1975. In an article published by PLOS ONE in 2008, it was stated that in response to the accelerating extinction of species, international conservation organizations have generated global biodiversity templates as strategic guides to conservation investment. So while we have already had these conservation policies in place, it's important that we create even more. We need to combat this rapid economic decline and environmental decline. As you can see, biodiversity plays a very crucial role within our environment, and we need to protect it at all costs. If we keep going in the direction that we're going, there's going to be severe consequences. In an article published by Ecology Letters in 2000, it states, as there is a rapid loss of species, the capacity of ecosystems will be reduced. As reference, it's clear that biodiversity has this major role within our society, ecosystem, and environment. And if we let it decline, there's going to be very bad effects on us, and we must work together as a community to protect these endangered species, or there will be very negative effects in the future for our future family members for our ignorance.